Hyundai Kia has been adamant about swinging into the electric car segment. Kia debuted the Niro EV concept at the 2018 Consumer Electronics Show with 238 miles of range, not so coincidentally the same figure at the 2018 Chevrolet Bolt EV. However, Hyundai's next act could leapfrog Chevy's pride and joy. Hyundai released a teaser image for the Kona Electric, and the European press release mentioned 292 miles of range under the new European World's Harmonized Light Vehicles Test Procedure, WLTP. This cycle replaces the new European Driving Cycle, NEDC, which has always lagged behind real-world estimates. The new cycle, though, will still likely overshoot EPA ratings. We'll likely see a Kona Electric range around 240 miles or more. The release also explained that there will be two powertrains for the Kona Electric. One will likely achieve the figure to outgun the Bolt EV. We don't know what GM and Chevy have on deck for the Bolt EV in the years to come, but we do know two new all-electric cars will arrive in less than 18 months. One of them will likely be a more premium electric crossover for the Buick brand. It's game on for the electric car market.
On day one at the Auto Expo, Japanese auto major Honda unveiled 3 new products, including the all-new Amaze, which will hit the market during the upcoming fiscal. The company also unveiled all-new CR-V and Civic sedan as part of its plan to launch 6 new products in the Indian market over the next 3 years. Honda Motor Company President and Representative Director Takahiro Hoshigo told PTI, "We are committed to the Indian market and aim to launch 6 models in the coming 3 years. Today we announced 3 models which will be launched in 2018-19. He added, while Amaze will strengthen Honda's presence in mass segment, all-new CR-V and comeback of Civic will help the company fortify its presence in the premium segment.
It might be the cheapest Tesla yet, but it's hardly an econo box from the old days. Sleek, shiny and with the same style touchscreen interface of its Models S and X, the Model 3 is on par with some of the more upscale vehicles on the road today. Chief among the differences, however, is the Model 3's sole use of electricity for its power supply. Tesla unveiled its Model 3 on Friday at its Bellevue Square showroom, the first public showing of the new car in Washington, and the first up-close glimpse for many who have put a deposit down but are still waiting patiently for their own car to arrive. Though lines around the block appeared at other showcases elsewhere around the US in the last week, this scene was more tame Friday, with a small group waiting before the showroom's official opening, and then a healthy, but not unreasonable, line holding up throughout the morning. Margalie O'Neill was among the older set looking the car over. At 81, she admitted she eschews some forms of modern technology. She doesn't have a cell phone, for instance, but was excited to be on the list for the Model 3.
Folks, meet this year's Chicago Blackhawks-themed Chevrolet Camaro at the 2018 Chicago Auto Show. This custom car has been a tradition at the auto show for some time now, and this year's version is just as wild as previous ones. The car started life as a plain, but not boring, Camaro SS convertible. Customizers have added custom pieces designed to let the world know that this car belongs to a fan of the NHL's Chicago Blackhawks. On the outside, the lower grille features an outline of the Chicago skyline and a full-color Blackhawks logo just above a carbon fiber lip spoiler. Flanking the grille on the front quarter panels are the numbers of stars Jonathan Toews, No. 19, and Patrick Kane, No. 88. The wheels have Blackhawks logos in the center. Along the sides are more carbon fiber pieces below red and black stripes over the car's white paint. At the rear, the trunk lid spoiler reads Chicago Blackhawks and there's another full-color Blackhawks logo next to the right rear taillight. Inside, the interior is red, white and black leather in a custom pattern with Black Hawk's logos stitched into the head restraints. There are additional Black Hawks details throughout the interior. Most notable are the logo-shaped gear selector and the plaque at the bottom of the steering wheel.
Honda has showcased the Clarity FCV at the ongoing Auto Expo 2018 along with various other new and updated models. The Clarity FCV is fuel cell-powered version of the 5-seat sedan, which is also available in plug-in hybrid and all-electric avatars. The Clarity FCV is the second generation of the hydrogen fuel cell-powered vehicles by the Japanese carmaker and was first launched in 2016. The first-gen FCV, the FCX Clarity, was introduced in 2008 and was available as a lease-only offering in Japan, USA and Europe. The Clarity FCV is powered by an AC synchronous motor which generates 174 picoseconds of power and 300 Nm of torque and is paired with a single-speed, direct-drive transmission. It draws power from a combination of a 103 kW hydrogen fuel cell and a 346V lithium-ion battery. The hydrogen fuel cell is a proton exchange membrane fuel cell which has an output of 103 kW and a capacity of 33 liters. This version of the sedan has a fuel tank, compressed gaseous hydrogen, capacity of 141 liters and has a claimed range of about 700 kilometers. Being a fuel cell-powered vehicle, it is currently impossible to launch the Clarity FCV in India due to the absence of hydrogen filling stations in the country. Even in the US, the Clarity FCV is offered only in California, and that too with as a lease-only offering. In Japan, Honda retails the Clarity FCV with a price tag of 7,660,000 yen, about Rs45, 15,519.
Tesla's Model 3 production troubles are, at this point, well documented. While the carmaker's CEO Elon Musk maintains that the ramp-up is imminent, it would be easy to dismiss that as bravado for shareholders' sake. On the Tesla Q4 earnings call on Wednesday, Musk mentioned that the first production bottleneck that is currently stopping production from reaching 2,500 cars per week would be solved by the end of March. He then said that the solution was in Germany. Musk said in a call with analysts, "That's got to be disassembled, brought over to the Gigafactory, and reassembled and then brought into operation at the Gigafactory. It's not a question of whether it works or not. It's just a question of disassembly, transport and reassembly." Yeah, Germany. Apparently, the battery module production line needed at Gigafactory 1 in Nevada is up and running at its Groman facility and that it just needs to be broken down, packed up, shipped, reassembled and started up once it gets to Reno. Sounds simple, right? It's not. This is undoubtedly a massively complicated series of pieces of equipment that will need to be painstakingly tested before it can be brought online. Can Musk, the real-life South African Tony Stark, pull it off? The next bottleneck that Musk talked about is actually at the Fremont factory, and he believes that removing it will unlock the ability to build 5,000 cars per week. The problem, he said, lies in the current system that is in place to deliver parts from warehouses and off-site production facilities to the main assembly lines at the ex-New United Motor manufacturing plant. Increasing the level of automation and thus the efficiency of delivery would pay massive dividends in terms of upgraded construction capacity. Musk believes that this roadblock will be removed by the end of Q2 this year. What's on the line if the Model 3 misses its production targets again? As it turns out, a whole hell of a lot. Currently, Tesla is floating along on customer pre-orders for vehicles like the Model 3, the Roadster 2.0 and the Semi. These pre-orders are worth around $850 million according to reports by Automotive News. If folks lose confidence in Musk's ability to deliver, they could start asking for their deposits back, and then Tesla is, as Walter Soklik so eloquently put it, entering a world of pain.